Rewind a bit. She was the family matriarch. Sunday dinners, 4th of July barbecues, hand-sewn Halloween costumes, all of it. The kind of mom who remembers every birthday and keeps framed drawings from when the kids were in kindergarten. But now, her kids aren't returning her calls. Grandkids' birthday parties come and go without an invite, and now she's got screenshots. Screenshots of texts left on read, Facebook blocks, and family group chats she's no longer part of. It's like she got excommunicated from her own bloodline. But here's where it gets real. She didn't think she was doing anything wrong. To her, voting for Trump wasn't some hate-fueled rebellion. It was a vote for strength, for borders, for traditional values, for a man who, despite the scandals, the indictments, the mean tweets, seemed like the only one willing to say what others wouldn't. To her, Trump wasn't chaos. He was clarity. She watched the country get flooded with culture wars, identity politics, and inflation that made her grocery bill feel like a mortgage payment. Trump promised to bring back jobs, take on China, crush the cartels, and, most importantly to her, put America first. That slogan didn't sound racist to her. It sounded responsible, like someone finally giving a damn about the people in her community. Factory towns left behind, veterans ignored, and faith-based families told to shut up and stay out of it. And for MAGA moms like her, that's the appeal. Trump feels like the last man standing between their version of America and what they see as a chaotic, woke, lawless mess. They didn't vote for the tweets. They voted for what they believed was backbone. But backbone doesn't fix broken relationships, and now she's sitting in a house that used to be loud with laughter and grandkids, but is now just her and Fox News reruns. The silence is brutal. No one's mad at her exactly. They've just let her go. Slowly, quietly, like a balloon that slipped through their fingers. She wrote those letters not to defend Trump, but to defend herself. As a mom, as a human being. She begged them to remember who she was before 2024, before politics turned into a moral battlefield, before a red hat meant you were either a hero or a monster. She just wanted to be seen again, as the woman who stayed up with them when they were sick, who worked 2 jobs so they could go to college, who prayed for them every night, not as some caricature of hate on a bumper sticker. But here's the thing. This isn't just her story. It's happening everywhere. America isn't just politically divided, it's emotionally divorced. Families aren't fighting over money or religion anymore. They're splitting over ideology, over news channels, over dinner table comments that spiral into weeks of silence, over Trump, and no one knows how to fix it. Because it's not just disagreement, it's disillusionment. One side sees Trump as a necessary evil. The other sees him as the embodiment of everything wrong with the country. And in that space, love struggles to survive. Her kids say they feel betrayed, that she voted against their rights, their friends, their future. And maybe to them, it really does feel like that. Maybe it's not just politics, it's protection. But to her, all she sees is the heartbreak of being judged for something she thought was just part of democracy, making a choice, casting a vote. And now she's caught in the middle, still believing in Trump, but no longer sure what that belief cost her. Not just politically, but personally, because it turns out no matter how patriotic you think you're being, it means very little when the people you love most won't talk to you anymore. So, what now? Can you love someone who voted for someone you hate? Can families recover from ideological betrayal? Or are we too far gone, too divided, too angry, too tired to find our way back to the people we once celebrated holidays with? Let me know what you think. Is there hope for healing? Or are some political choices just unforgivable? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you've got a story like this, we want to hear it. Because sometimes the most painful truths are the ones that hit closest to home. And hey, if you're into bold stories that dig into the messy, emotional chaos of American life, don't just scroll past. Hit that subscribe button. We're just getting started. Emily.
My MAGA brainwashed mom wrote me a letter, and I just wanted to share it with you guys just because I'm one of the people that has not cut off all of my MAGA family. I love my mom very much, very deeply. She is, she would take 1,000,000 bullets for me, so it's really hard. It's really hard seeing this happen, but I thought this letter gave a really good insight into how into how deep into it these people really are, and how sure they are that all of this going on is a good idea and that it's the right thing. I don't know. I just wanted to read it. I thought maybe somebody might take something from it. I want to preface this letter by stating that I love each of you. She does. She really does. Understanding the current flow of communication is extremely difficult, especially utilizing mass communication methods. I am feeling increasingly alienated from my family, and it sucks. I believe what I believe, as do you all. I do understand that there are differing perspectives and opinions about people, systems, laws, reality, fairness, and so much more. The fact that we can allow each other some grace without judgment or aggression is being lost amid the torrent of emotion around the world. The discord occurring in our family and also globally will continue to be an issue if there's no latitude for conversation or allowances for differing opinion. I am and have always been the same person I am today. The fact that there is a large movement of people who can find no good in the changes that are being made in the US is disconcerting. She has not always been that way. She literally used to tell me to use the men's bathroom as a kid all the time. She never cared. She liked gay people. She didn't care. She hasn't always been this way, but she thinks that she's always been this way. The lack of any concession of any one item or multiple that has been or will be altered by this administration in a positive light causes great unease. Something in the world has to change. There are many complaints from the other side of things, but no real solutions. I don't agree with everything, but I can say that 95% of proposed changes are in direct alignment with my point of view. We are not on a good course, and as a legal U.S. citizen, I personally am tired of the aggression toward people like me for the lack of interest by a portion of the population that seems to want to continue to be stolen from, lied to, and pushed aside. She genuinely thinks that immigrants are to blame for why she's not a millionaire. Yeah. This statement has no bearing on any ethnicity, ability, or disability of personal choices by any other beings in the country. We cannot save the world. We should not want to be responsible country to provide for others. There's typos. Sorry, she's not perfect. We have contributed financially to most countries' aid in the facilitation of economic growth and sustenance. Much of that money, it seems, has been abused by our government and the governments of those countries. We should be looking into this, and I am personally happy that there could be some accountability. Any monies spent that are provided to our government or others needs to be audited a frequent level. It's audited every year. She doesn't believe that. Obviously, they cannot be trusted to appropriately assign use of our hard-earned money at their discretion. I believe in a merit-based system. Everybody should be rewarded for hard work and desire to do more and be better no matter who you are, or even if you're a felonious rapist, apparently. I believe everyone should have some personal accountability. I believe from personal experience in several instances through life that most people can and should be able to adapt lifestyles to be able to care for themselves. There are instances where people need help, and I am very okay with sharing in the responsibility to help care for those people. That shared responsibility has been abused, and we do have intelligent and capable people looking into areas that make people uncomfortable. She's talking about RFK Jr. Letting things continue to slide because they are uncomfortable isn't the answer. You may not like the person making the decisions, but overwhelmingly that is the choice of the majority. It's not. It's like 22% of the population. I didn't particularly care for the last one, and I had to just suffer through the decisions that were being made, not on my behalf or the best interest of the country, in my opinion. You had to suffer through what exactly? That's why overwhelmingly a change in direction was made. It was made because of misinformation. We have limited financial, emergency, educational, and additional resources unless we continue to steal the funds from the working people. We cannot house people who aren't here to be productive. We don't have the ability to change our education system to let people catch up at the expense of our children. I don't even know what she, I don't even, okay. We do not have the medical resources to care for the people who have contributed to the prosperity of who have not contributed to the prosperity of our country and are being left by the wayside in place of millions of people who are here illegally. I have always paid my own way. She hasn't. She was on welfare when she was a teenager because she moved out when she was 16. Just saying. I understand that different people have different abilities and earning capabilities, and they should not be punished for the lack of ability. Everyone is not physically equal, emotionally equal, or intelligently equal. This has been the way of the world from the beginning of time. Life isn't fair. I don't believe that taking from someone who is honestly trying to provide and care for themselves, and hopefully the people in their community, should be financially punished for a group think of the betterment of the collective. We've changed language to suit the desired outcome, and it is not helping, and it is not for the best. I won't go on and on. I don't look at most of the social media for people. If I don't agree or don't like the comment statement, most times I just move on. Echo chamber. People who know you are family send me private messages wanting to try to understand what the heck is going on. Commenting on my posts is your right. They are not private opinions. You're entitled to your opinions, and I would hope that you would extend to me the same courtesy. I haven't messaged her or sent anyone to message her. I've had people message me also, calling me mentally ill and all kinds of other gross stuff. You are not required to comment. I am not sharing things that are untrue. She is, and I've pointed them out, and I have shown her proof that the things that she's sharing are untrue. She simply ignores it. They are just opinions and statements that you don't agree with. Nope, she has shared factually incorrect information. I have showed her corrected information. I've even showed her how she has taken snippets out of context, and then I posted the full context for her to see that it was purposely taken out of context. She doesn't care, she ignores it. I've seen no commenting on any of the things that people have proven untrue from the past 5 years. Enough said. I mean, I definitely have. I hope in the depths of your heart that there can be room for disagreement without consequence. Again, I love all of you. So that is a letter from one of MAGA's strongest soldiers. Hope she snaps out of it.
Let's